For the last couple of nights I've been staying at the Hezen Cave Hotel in Cappadocia. This is room 8, which is a double room. It's one of the cosiest cave rooms I've stayed in since I've been in Cappadocia. I really like it. The style that they've adopted here, they wanted to move away from the quite traditional dark woods that are normally used in cave hotels to create something a bit lighter and more contemporary, and they've collaborated with a designer in Istanbul who's quite well known in Turkey, and she's created the design for the entire hotel using very bright colours. It's quite an eclectic look. In some ways it may not be to everybody's taste in some parts of the hotel, but it is quite different, and this room is a very pleasant room to stay in. If you hear some noise outside, it's because there's some building work going on to my right. It's only happens late morning, but it just happens to be happening unfortunately when I'm filming this, so please ignore that. It's not representative of the sounds here at all. It's just while they're developing a building next door. So let me tell you about this room. I'm just going to take you around to show you the central structure of the cave. It's that mushroom shape which I'm becoming quite familiar with, having visited a lot of sites and the underground cities and various other cave dwellings. This is basically the original cave wall. You can see that beautiful texture there. And then very cleverly on the ceiling over the bed they've used wood instead of the tufa, the volcanic ash surface, which is a very good idea actually, because the ash does crumble away in small amounts, and so it's nice when you're in bed not to have that. Just tiny bits of dust falling down occasionally. I mean by crumbling away, it's not large chunks of it, but it's nice to have the wood. It's a different feature. I described this room as cosy. It's very light actually, it doesn't feel at all claustrophobic. You can see they've used the recesses cleverly to disperse the light. There's also 2 windows over here in a seating area, and you can see then I've got natural light flooding through there. So it's nice to have this light coming in. Wood again here on the ceiling in the living area. Lovely features everywhere. These recesses. I just love the texture of the cave walls. It's just beautiful. Then you can see over here the colours that are predominantly used are greens, reds, yellows. I love the fabrics that are used actually, lots of embroidery. Our headboard has this really pretty design. And upstairs in the main lounge the seating area is quite white, and it's broken up by similar embroidery. I think for my taste there's perhaps in certain areas there's just a lot of colour used, when rather I would rather there were fewer used, but that's just my personal taste. And then a velvet throw at the end, and through here into our bathroom. So large shower. It's not a rain shower, but it's very effective. Good shower. Feature that I really like is this basin with the Turkish tulip pattern, quite traditional look. The other thing I really like about the bathroom is that they give you pashtamel, which are the traditional super absorbent towels that are used in Turkish baths. They give you 2 of those, I'll show you in a moment, and you can actually buy them from the hotel as well. Our door is quite, probably not coming out the colour, but it's a bright sort of ochre. Show you the ceiling. Amazing little recesses everywhere. They give you a bumper shower shower gel there and Dove soap. As I said, it's a very good shower. Okay, and out here, just behind this curtain area, there's a storage space. There's so many recesses in these caves, who knows what some of them were originally used for. A lot of them are for wine and storage. Possibly this would have been used for storage. It's now a wardrobe. Okay, so that's the bathroom, just one last look at that. Then over here, I don't know if you're going to catch the detail of this, yes you are, another bright feature, this double flowered light, it's red and yellow. Bed is very comfortable. Over here there's a radiator that's 19th century style. I don't know if it's original, whether it's in style of, but it's a good solid radiator anyway, and it has the beautiful moulding and painted texture on it. So you can see it's a good sized room. There are suites here as well. Some of the rooms are more cave-like than others, as in all the cave hotels. There's quite a variety. I love this mushroom. I'm just going to take you around from all sides so that you can see how it is. They don't have a restaurant at the hotel at the moment, but they're developing that, and the next year hopefully they will have one. There are two extremely good restaurants in the centre of Urgup. One is Ziggy's, which I dined at last night, and the other is Muti's, which is a new restaurant, brand new. It's just literally been open about 3 weeks, and both are excellent. Ziggy serves a really good value and fabulously good quality meze, Turkish meze menu, as well as some other pasta dishes, etc. And Muti has a mixture again of traditional Turkish food, but with a very contemporary twist and a modern feel. The owner of it was in fact in partnership with a chef at Mikla in Istanbul, so it's extremely high quality. And he's now left Istanbul and is in Cappadocia, and his food is exquisite. And I also think very good value for what it is as well. Quite difficult to find at the moment. You have to have insider knowledge, but the hotel here are extremely helpful about taking into account your personal requirements. They serve an excellent breakfast. They have a lady who makes fabulous cakes. Each day, slightly different offering. They serve complimentary tea, any type of tea that you'd like. I recommend the Turkish tea, it's very good, and it comes with little pastries, some of them containing spinach, onion, olives, other fabulous chocolate cake. My favourite is a coconut and banana cake, great big slab of it, which I managed to scoff 2 pieces of yesterday. It's just brilliant. Really nice touch, good home cooking. They really play to their strengths here. And when they have a restaurant as well, I think it'll be really fabulous. They're adding on some other sweets, and I think it'll be really interesting to see how the hotel develops. Okay, so that's our room. The other thing I wanted to show you, just take you around here, is these lovely towels I was mentioning about, the type that are used in Turkish baths. They're really lovely and extremely practical as well. So I'd recommend you picking up 1 or 2 of those when you're here. Really useful to travel with, because they do dry you much faster than ordinary towels. It's really felt very cosy staying here, in a very, very good way. That isn't to sort of downplay its professionalism or you know, make it sound less glamorous than some of the hotels. It just really feels like being at home because the staff go to such lengths to make you feel welcome, and nothing is too much trouble, and they listen to what you are particularly wanting to do. In the lounge area upstairs they have a very good library with books on Cappadocia in more or less every language you could think of. Beautiful coffee table books, more academic books. Just going to show you that lovely mushroom shape there. I just love the quirkiness of these rooms. So it's a real pleasure to stay here because they just do make you feel so welcome. And it's one of the places out of everywhere that I've stayed in Cappadocia that I really feel I will want to come back to. As I say, some of the suites here, very good for families. And they will make them up. There's one room that will be made up for 3 beds for 3 children that I saw yesterday. So there's a lot that can be adapted for your individual requirements. So there we are, that's the Hezen Cave Hotel. I've really loved staying here. I'm really sad to be leaving today. It really feels like a wrench to be leaving Cappadocia, and I'm planning my return trip already because there's just so much to do here. And I'm really pleased that staying here as well has enabled me to discover some fantastic restaurants in Urgup. There are a lot of restaurants in Cappadocia, but finding really special ones with the level of finesse of the two that I've discovered here is not so easy. So thrilled to have found Ziggy's and Muti's. So thank you very much, Hezen Cave. We will be back. We've really loved it here, and thank you for having us. And see you soon.